Well, hello there. My name is Brad.
And I'm Jamie.
And this is the Jamie Thomas Show. And today we want to talk to you a little bit about Port Orleans Riverside Resort at Disney World. We want to tell you all about all of the amenities, how wonderful of a resort it is, and maybe help you decide whether or not you want to stay there on your next Disney World vacation.
It's important to know that we are just talking about Port Orleans Riverside. There's also Port Orleans French Quarter, but that is going to have to be a totally different video because they are considered two separate resorts, but they are sister resorts. So they're kind of on the same property. Port Orleans French Quarter is much smaller, has its own check-in, lobby, everything. Port Orleans Riverside is what we're talking about today. Much bigger of the sister resorts. It's really one of my favorites.
What's so wonderful about Disney resorts is they're also beautifully themed and have incredible history, and they bring you into the story. Just like when you go on an attraction at Magic Kingdom or Epcot or Animal Kingdom, you're whisked away into another world, and it's not just I'm going on a ride, I'm being invited into a story, and that's the same thing that happens at each one of these resorts. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about the history and the theming at this resort.
The theming is kind of like a Mississippi River Southern kind of feel, really. Okay. I've actually never been to Mississippi, but it's kind of what I would picture Mississippi to be like. I really enjoy it.
So coming from two people who have never been to Mississippi, we say this is as authentic as the real thing. And you can take that to the bank.
I know how to spell it. Mississippi,
Gold
right?
Star.
Yes. The resort actually opened in 1992. It was originally opened as Dixie Landings Resort. First thing I guess we should talk about is amenities at the resort, right? Right in the middle of the resort, there is a kind of pool and that's the main pool. It is 3.5 acres and it is called Old Man Island. It's really cool because it has a massive kind of bucket that dumps on the kids. Super fun. Like, I love that pool. On the Old Man Island, there is also a children's playground, which is really nice. Yeah. And there is also a fishing hole.
So, can people fish in this fishing hole?
They actually can. You can buy bait and rent fishing poles.
Because I know when I plan to go to Disney World, I'm like, I can't wait to go in that old fishing hole at that one resort.
There is also 5 quiet pools.
Okay.
Located all throughout the resort in the Alligator Bayou area and Magnolia Bend. One of the funnest things about Port Orleans Riverside is there is a marina. But you can actually rent Surrey bikes and just regular bicycles right there and then kind of bike around the resort. The other thing that's really unique about this resort is there's horse-drawn carriage rides in the evening.
No kidding.
Yeah, you obviously have to pay for these. It's a surcharge. You have to book it. You can pre-book it before you get there. But how nice is that, right?
Well,
and
so
romantic.
Well, that's just it, right? Like, so many people think of Disney as this thing that's for kids or people with young kids and families. And it's almost funny because you'll get lots of opinions written about, if your kids are this age, they're too young. And if they're this age, they're too old. And there's just this sweet spot of about 5 years. That's garbage. Disney World is for everyone, even those romantic couples going to have a getaway. And what a great thing to be able to do a horse-drawn carriage ride around the resort. Just beautiful. So continuing with the amenities, let's talk about restaurants and food options on the property.
Yeah, they have a quick service location, which is called Riverside Mill Food Court. And they have a make your own pasta bar. They have burgers, French fries, quick service food, basically. There's also a sit-down place called Boatwright's Dining Hall. They have kind of southern dishes, which is really fun. So, jambalaya, all that good stuff. It's only open, though, for dinners. One of the funnest things about Riverside is there is the River Roost Lounge. And there they have appetizers, drinks, and then from 8:30 till about 11:30, there is a special entertainer. And he has been there for years and years. He's actually pretty famous. His name is Yeehaw Bob Jackson. Yeehaw Bob Jackson is really fun. He plays on his piano and he sings songs. And the great thing about that is it is free to go to that. There's no additional charge to go into this lounge and see this performer. So, you staying on that resort, you are getting the value right there of evening entertainment.
Oh, that's
And
amazing.
what a great way to relax after the park. There is also a kind of bar located in the Old Man Island. It is called Muddy Rivers Pool Bar, and it's located right there near the pool. So you can get alcoholic, non-alcoholic drinks right there. So that is basically all the dining.
That's a lot of really great options.
Yeah, there's a ton of great amenities.
Ton of variety too, hey?
Yeah. One of the best things about Port Orleans Riverside is there is really quick boat transportation.
Ooh.
From your resort right to Disney Springs.
Really?
So if you are looking for other dining or, other options, basically, you can hop on that boat. It's about a 15-minute boat ride. You get right off at Disney Springs, and you have all of Disney Springs that you can explore.
So let's talk a little bit about transportation services, because a lot of people, you stay on a Disney property at Disney World because the transportation from one resort to the parks and to Disney Springs is quick. So talk to me a bit about that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people kind of give Port Orleans Riverside a bad rap because, people tend to compare it to French Quarter, which only has one bus stop, and it's a much smaller resort. So, it is a little bit more busier because there's multiple stops at Port Orleans Riverside. It's just a bigger resort, right?
Okay.
But I actually find the bus service really quick there. There is 4 different bus stops, and it goes west, north, east, and south. And that is how the route goes when the bus goes to pick up. But one thing to note is that it has one dedicated bus just going from the lobby to Magic Kingdom.
Oh, really?
So, and that's going multiple times a day. So I think that Disney did see that there was a bit of an issue with bus transportation, and they have tried their best to address it. And I've only heard good things. Let's get into the best part.
Yes. What is the best part, Jamie?
The rooms.
Okay.
Port Orleans Riverside basically has 2 main sections. They have the Alligator Bayou, and then they have the Magnolia Bend section. Alligator Bayou is a bit more rustic, kind of southern, almost like Louisiana feel, the bayou kind of thing, right? Then the Magnolia Bend is kind of a little bit more like Southern mansions, Southern charm, right?
Yeah.
So kind of 2 interesting takes on the South. Now, Disney sure knows how to tell a story, right, Brad? Now, one of the great things about Disney is if you actually look at the Alligator Bayou rooms, there's kind of almost like 3 different architecture. Like they're all kind of slightly different. And the story behind that goes that the settlers originally landed in the mansions area. And then as they went up the river and expanded, they, it became harder to haul the bricks and, all the stuff to build. So as you kind of get deeper in from the mansions, the buildings start to get a little bit more simpler and a little bit more, which is really cool. So let's talk about the 7 categories of rooms available in the Alligator Bayou section, aka Cajun Country.
7 categories, wow.
Yeah, there's quite a bit. So there's standard view rooms. Yeah. That is the first one. You're obviously going to be looking at parking lot if you book that. There is also the garden view.
Yes.
Pretty self-explanatory. You're going to be looking at greenery, garden view.
Yeah.
Then there is the river view, which is looking out over the river.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Then there is the preferred rooms. And this one is actually my favorite pick because it is such a large resort. Preferred rooms basically get you closer to the lobby, the food, the main bus stop, the Old Man Island. You're kind of central to all of that, which in a big resort like this, it's kind of important to be in if you can. The other category of room is the king bed, which sleeps 3 people because there is the king bed and then there is also the pull down. The other category of room that is brand new that we can book just this year is the standard view, garden view, 5th sleeper.
Okay, yeah.
And the nice thing about this is you are guaranteed a room with 2 queens and then that pull down bed. So next, let's talk about probably my favorite area in the resort, the Magnolia Bend. And it's kind of that southern
mansion area.
Mansion charm. Yes. There is 4 Magnolia buildings and they are each 3 stories tall. Now, the important thing about the Magnolia buildings is they are not all the same. 2 of them are non-royal rooms, and then the other 2 are royal rooms.
Wow.
So there is the 4 buildings, Arcadian House and Magnolia Terrace. Those are the regular,
Are they just standard rooms?
Yes, just standard rooms. And then you have Oak Manor and Partier Place, which are the royal guest rooms.
Yeah.
So 2 of them non-royal, 2 of them are royal. The nice thing to note about all 4 of the Magnolia Bend buildings is they all have elevators.
Oh, that's nice.
So if you are needing a section with the elevators, Alligator Bayou does not have it, but this area does.
Good to know.
So one thing about the non-royal guest rooms is they only accommodate either 2 or 4 people.
Oh,
so
okay.
if you are needing a room with 5 or you have a 5-person family, you are not going to be in the mansion area. You will be put in Alligator Bayou. So that is kind of important to note. So they do have king-size beds available in the Magnolia Bend. There's only 40 king-size beds available out of all those rooms. So if you want that area, then you gotta request it, book that king-size bed and then request it, right?
Totally. Yeah.
Then we're going to talk about my favorite rooms.
The royal rooms.
It is the royal guest rooms, and they are lovely. Now, the thing to note about the royal guest rooms is they only sleep families for 4. They have 2 queen beds. They have none of the pull-out options.
Now, tell me a little bit about the theming in the rooms and whatnot, because I hear they're just gorgeous. And some of the best theming for a room, especially if you have little kids, little girls. Yeah. Just awesome.
Oh, you know what, though? It's not just for little girls.
No.
Like, even boys will enjoy the theming of it, because it's just, in my opinion, so Disney.
Okay.
Like, it shouts Disney. It is classic. The royal guest room is, again, Disney story. They are the best storytellers. So the whole royal guest room idea is that it is Princess Tiana's room. And her friends, her princess friends, come to visit her. Okay. And when they come to visit her, they stay in this room, and they have left behind little things from their stories.
That's
basically.
Cool.
So when you walk in, on the table, you will see a special note right from Princess Tiana welcoming you to the room, which is just awesome.
That's cool.
And then you're going to see different touches from different princesses. In the bathroom, there is the spout, like the sink, is a genie lamp, which is amazing. So fun. The shower curtain in the bathroom is, very much Ariel and her theming. So, she left that behind. On the carpet, there is the magic carpet from Aladdin.
Wow.
Even up on the border and on the pictures, there is pictures of the princesses. But the absolute best part about the room, you ready for it?
I'm ready. I don't know.
The light up LED headboard.
Oh, no way.
Yes. You touch the headboard and all of a sudden fireworks start lighting up. The other bonus about the royal guest rooms is they, in my opinion, next to the preferred rooms in Alligator Bayou, are the best location in all of the resort.
Yes. So that is an overview of the resort. Jamie, would you recommend this comparatively to other moderates? Like, how would you even rank this thing?
This is my favorite moderate.
It's the favorite.
Yes. Yeah.
And there's some really good. I've really enjoyed our stays at moderate at Disney World. This would be your favorite.
This would be totally my favorite.
Wow.
Resort. Just because the theming is awesome. It does feel in many ways like the amenities of a deluxe resort. Location with the boat transportation right to Disney Springs. The royal guest room option. Like if you have a princess, that room is going to knock their socks off. Oh. It really is. So if you are interested in booking your next Disney vacation, make sure to contact me, Jamie at clickthemouse.ca. That's my email. Or you can contact me through the website, www.clickthemouse.ca/Jamie.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. We hope that you are having a magical day and that this helps you as you're planning your next Disney vacation. If you appreciate this video, really like what we're doing, we are constantly trying to upload different videos to help you have that most magical vacation. Take a moment, subscribe, like this video, give us a comment, let you know what moderate resort is maybe your favorite. Have you stayed here? Is it your favorite? Do you like it? What did you enjoy about this place? Do you have any questions about it? Just let us know, and we will see you next time.
Bye.